Summer 2020 colors, trends, nail art, designs. What is happening now? I'm going to talk to the expert over here about all of this right now on the Biz Talk. Tracey.
So dramatic.
Tracey. Yes. 2020 designs. What's hot now? The Habib nail.
I have something to say,
that?
but I'm not going to say it.
You know what?
I just something immediately came to mind, and
actually, please don't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't say it, because I know it's not good.
It's not.
Okay, go ahead, say it. Don't say it. Wait, say it. I just wanted to say that so bad because I wanted to see the look on your face of pure disgust.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, just like you're going to puke.
Yeah, that's the nail I will be refusing to do. How much? Not enough. Not enough.
Jesus, don't copy my how much. All right, I used to do that. The how much videos.
Yeah. How much? Like,
so
and you get in this
ridiculous.
little what is this? The wrestler
like a wrestling stance.
like,
Yeah, like
what
I'm
are
going to
you
tackle
doing?
you.
How much? She's like,
It was pretty
down.
absurd. All right, this is a fun topic. Trends, colors, designs, nail art, summer 2020. What are you seeing? Let's just talk about nail art first. In general, like, what are you seeing out in the marketplace right now for nail trends, Tracey?
You know, it's kind of all over the place. I'm not seeing one thing that's just like catching my eye. I think the one, well, I guess there's one. Like it goes down the center of the nail and it's kind of smoky and a bunch of colors worked into each other. That like a smoky marble.
Okay.
Almost watercolors. But it's usually by now you're seeing like milk bath nails.
Right.
Or, something like that.
What
And
was the one? Was it? Yeah, that one. This one.
Greg's Aladdin shoe nail. What's that?
He's done that, I think, hasn't he?
It was a mistake, but he went with it. Yes.
No, the layered smile lines with different colors.
Oh, the 3D French.
3D French.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was. When was that? Was that in the fall?
Yes, fall. I believe so. Last year. Yeah, that was. It looked like work to me. But
It is a lot of work.
It was beautiful, but
Yeah.
it was like.
So, in terms of nail art, there isn't one specific type of design like that, like the milk bath,
I'm
like
seeing
this.
a lot of transfer foil.
Ooh, interesting.
But that's been around for a while, and I kind of noticed it trending at the end of last year. But I've seen a lot of it this year, like
More so.
foils, decals, transfer foils, which I love. I think are beautiful.
So I know transfer foils. We've seen like different colors and like the splotchy sort of like blotted look, and then there's ones where you can literally do the whole design, right?
Full coverage is what I'm seeing right now.
Okay.
And, and a lot of that animal print. They got some cool stuff out there.
Yeah.
So that I would say is what I'm noticing
Right now.
right now.
Okay, what about in terms of color specifically? What are you seeing right now?
Bright.
Of course.
Just bright, neon, bright. I love it. Like just some beautiful neon yellows, neon greens. You got the hot pinks. But interesting is I'm noticing more of the yellows and the greens. I think I'm just obsessed with yellow right now, which is weird for me.
You know what's trippy is like yellows and greens, 9 months out of the year are not colors that move.
No, if you want to, I remember bringing a polished color to be like, I think we should launch it. He's like, it's green. No.
Because
it just doesn't sell.
it doesn't do very well like most of the year.
Yeah.
But in the summertime, even the summertime, do they do well, or is it just this?
Yeah, like, Insta Vacay, which is the green. I came to him and he's like, no.
And then we did it anyway.
Yeah, when we did it anyway. Just snuck that right in. That's like right now we're selling a lot of that. So yeah, you just see Get Happy Fast or yellow. You start seeing more. It's just it's more common now for people to wear those bright colors. Before it was like, oh, I'd love it, but no one would ever wear it. Like you'd have it sitting on your shelf for years.
Right.
Now people will actually wear it.
Actually do it. Are there any particular shapes right now in nails that you're seeing that are doing more like are stilettos or coffin or, active, like what are kind of summer 2020 nail shapes that you're seeing?
I'm seeing a lot of long tapered, yeah, taper square, or more of a just very tapered square now, or I guess they call it ballerina or coffin. I'm seeing a lot of that. What's interesting is we put that up recently. We had the 4 different shapes.
Yeah.
And like one of these has to go.
Oh yeah.
And it was square. Almost everybody was square.
Really, the traditional square shape.
And people are right. Looking at it, it's like it looks boxy and wide. It wasn't. It's just compared to all the tapers that we do nowadays, it just looked very dated.
That is huge if you're a nail professional. Like those are the things that you've really got to be dialed into. Okay, because on our Instagram or YouTube or wherever we're putting out content, this is where we get a lot of our feedback. Okay, so that's massive.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing, unless you're in a town that is like really, really, really conservative, maybe, I don't know, where you should be trending to, why this is important for us to talk about is that so almost where not to go. Right? Like it's important to know what shapes are hot, but even more important is let's do a process elimination. Don't push that shape as much.
Well, what I would say is like, okay, maybe it's a shape that you really love, but you notice most people don't. I wouldn't flood my Instagram feed with it.
Right.
Like do the more mix it up. Like, yes, you're going to have a client here and there that really wants a square nail, and having a few on your page is great, especially if you love the shape. But if you're like, why aren't people like hitting me up for nails, and all you have is something that nobody wants to wear on your page? That's
why they're not hitting. I mean, this is a great example of like you've got to be dialed in. Right. Yeah. I mean, this is why we're talking about this right now. Right. I was telling Tracey before we shot this, I'm like, this is going to be interesting and fun because I like to poke and ask questions and dig and dive in deeper on these topics for the reason that we can bring to you where you should be and where you shouldn't. That is such a great example. It's like, it's that nail professional that is doing the same thing, right, for years, and is set in his or her ways, does not want to change, has a clientele, says, this is how I'm doing nails, and then you have somebody else come into your market that is up on the trends, that is putting out, I'm telling you, your clients will look, if they're on IG and they're looking at what's going on in their local market, in their town, they're going to see something pop up and go, ooh, what's that?
Yeah, that's hot.
That's hot.
New. That's what everybody wants. That's what everybody's getting. I need to go there. And believe me, there's nothing wrong with having certain looks that you're just like, I'm not doing that. Like duck bills.
Right.
When I was...
Were they hot?
Yes. Where I was from, it was, yeah. I'm like, dude, you can't even get your rings off. You can't take a ring off your finger because of your nails in the way. No, I just refused. But I didn't refuse all trends. You know, if there's one thing that you just really don't want to put your name on, I get it. But you can't be like that with everything. I don't want to do ombres. I don't want to do,
right.
You know, animal print. I don't like this. I don't like that.
Right.
I only want to do red nails. That's it. Well, you're going to limit your clientele to people that only want red nails.
Right. It's and I see what you're saying. Like, we're not telling you to every trend that comes in the market you need to like hit up, right? But
yeah, there's some that are I personally don't think are worth my time.
Sure.
And I still have enough that I'm offering.
Right.
That I can satisfy the clientele.
Right.
You know, but if you're doing that with everything.
Sure. Well, I mean, like right now, you know, a good thing, like that smoky design that you were talking about, that's like you've been seeing right now.
Yeah.
All of those smoky designs are so cool. Like, especially if you're incorporating certain colors that are hot, like you were talking about some of these like yellows and greens, these brights, into that design, into a coffin shape. I mean, now you're hitting everything that's in right now, correct? And if you're featuring these on your Instagram, it's going to pop. It's going to pop.
Yeah, people will take notice.
Right.
And they'll want, even if they don't want that, if they see it and they love it and they realize it's trendy, I don't really want that, but she knows what's going on.
Right.
She's got style. She's in it, that I trust her that she's going to be able to give me what I want.
Recently, like on there was something that I was looking to purchase for the company, okay? A piece of equipment. And I got spoke to somebody, a representative, okay, of the company. Mm-hmm. And they were so outdated, Trace, with like how they do business in terms of with the equipment. Okay, this is like an example that's kind of far, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I need some of this stuff, but I've stopped communicating because I'm like, I can't do this. And then there's been other companies I've done research that are on social that communicate what they're about, what their equipment does, everything right there, that I can get it fast, absorb it. And so now I am considering shifting. Like,
right.
I need to start looking over here because that's important. Now, they might offer gadgets, bells and whistles that I don't need, kind of like what you're saying, that, that hot features right now in equipment that maybe I just don't need right now or want. But the fact that they're up on it and they know, that makes me feel confident.
Yeah, because you know that they're so well. If I say I'm having this trouble, they're going to be like, you need this piece of equipment because they're up to date on everything. So
right.
That makes you feel more comfortable.
It does.
And when you're getting your nails done, you want to be stylish, right? And so you want to go to someone that you feel that they know style and that they know the trends, and that you're not going to come out looking like you came out of the 80s.
That's exactly
unless
right.
that's the trend right then.
Right. No, exactly. You need that in a nail. I mean, any type of, if you're getting your hair,
everything,
you want somebody that is dialed in,
yeah.
And I think that's important. Is there anything else that you've seen, or is this kind of a weird sort of year?
It is kind of a weird, I mean, the usual ombres, very popular. It's
French,
kind of a
French.
There's French thrown in there.
Really?
Yes.
But
it's mixed.
You're talking about like as an accent.
It's a mixed match. It's not like a full,
right.
I've seen a few, but mostly it's mixed match, which was kind of popular last year too. And I don't know if it's because everybody's been kind of on lockdown, and so they're not going to the nail salon and coming up with new things, but it seems like it's a anything goes kind of year. Just the usual brights and, like I said, the transfer foils, ombres. I'm trying to think of anything else that's just really popular. Smoke nails have been popular. They're just putting new twists on it. Got
it. It's really cool. I mean, I think those are some solid call outs. I mean, you're talking about like the smoky transfer foils, some of these yellows and greens, brights, that coffin nail shape, and also you can go to our Instagram page, and Tracey posts all of the nails there, from like mentors, ambassadors, anybody that's tagging us. We're looking, even Feature Fridays, we're tagging nail techs and different trends that she's seeing. Go there. That's what we do for you to find some inspiration, and that way you can bring it into your nail game. Also, if we've missed anything, let us know. Put in the comments below so that other people can see. We can vibe on it with you. Thank you, Tracey.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Biz Talk.